So this is my room, sort of clean. Just gonna do a little tour for you guys today on my day at the beach. And this is something I brought with me from Australia. Love this. And also watching Women of Impact. Love it. So this is my place.
I'm just working on a heap of that now. I'm going to do it on Instagram too. I'm sending it to a bunch of people on there because like half of
Just currently sitting at the bus stop, waiting for my second bus.
the beach.
My favorite spot. So yeah, look at this. Very pretty.
Hello. Oh, gotta move the hair back. So, as you know, I'm currently at the beach on the rocks. So I found my little like cove here. I haven't done a diary log in a while too. So what is the bloody date? The 8th of August. That's what the date is. Hopefully this is a good angle because I cannot see what I look like here. So hopefully it's okay. Last time I came out here was I had a reading from a psychic and she's the weirdest person. She's like there is accuracy and there's accuracy, and she's like bloody hell, I cannot understand it. She blows your mind. It's also things that you don't want to hear at the same time, and that's what's just like, but she is technically always right, so she's probably right about this, even if you don't want this to be right. It may be something you may have to consider. And so I came to the beach. I was just like when I get near water, there's just, I don't know, there's something that happens. It's definitely the Pisces in me, but I think it's actually the spiritual connection, because when we are near water, we can connect easier to them. I know there's some sort of like conduit with it, especially something else I've really learned is actually manifesting in the shower, because you've got the water spilling all over you. So that's the time to really ask for what you want as well. And when I've done that, actually every single time, it's manifested. It's happened. So little key to manifesting, do it in the shower or in the bath, anywhere where you're getting water running over you, maybe while you're swimming. So when I came to the beach that time, I was really I wouldn't call it a black mood, I'll call it like you're confused as hell and you're trying to understand what's just been said to you and trying to comprehend the complete change of direction to what you imagined to happen. And so I came here and funnily enough, I ran into this person. She was actually an ex-agent, lovely woman, and she had a dog there. And I sat down on the beach because I'm just like, I'm going to go to the beach, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to get these answers, I'm going to, find myself and find my stable ground again, because it completely shook me up. And I was just like, what's happening? I don't know what's happening. And the dog literally came, sat right down next to me, lay next to me, and sat with me for like an hour. And then that's when she came over. She said this dog has actually got stomach cancer and all that. She's got chemo. She's not feeling very well today. But even mum said it to me when I told her about it. She's just like, dogs can sense when something's going on, when someone's not feeling right. So she definitely came to support me. I literally patted her for an hour. I got her to eat food, which was really good because she wasn't eating because she felt nauseous. So yeah, that was definitely found I shifted my focus from what I originally had. I was so tunnel vision about what I was doing, and this opened my mind to it. So now coming back to the beach again after that was 2 weeks ago, I think, and now with where I'm at, I'm like, whoa, I feel like a completely different person, feel so much more open to everything, especially with what's going to happen. I can't say what's going to happen on here, but there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes too, which is super exciting with me and my family. And yeah, it's definitely it's what Mum said to me, and this was something that I'm going to take to the grave with me, because it's funny because I'm a water sign, so you'd think I'm very like flowy and all that kind of stuff, but I can get quite permanent wherever I am. And that's what Mum said to me. She's like, your home is now your suitcase. She's like, it doesn't matter where you go, what you're doing. She's like, your suitcase is your home. It's not where you are, it's the suitcase. So she's like, you go where the work is. Doesn't matter where the hell the work is. Doesn't matter if it's different to the picture that you thought where it was going to be. But she's like, you just do it. That's your home now, your suitcase. And ever since she said that to me, I swear to God, I'm seeing bloody suitcases everywhere. Lots of people's suitcases. Because that's all I'm seeing is planes and suitcases at the moment. So, and that's also visual, what do you call it? Visual something. It's in the spiritual prevalence. Like if you see a lot of things, you hear a lot of certain words, that's like, it's signs from them that what's about to happen. And it's, if you're in tune with it, it's like seeing number synchronicity, 111, 222, 333, which is, oh my God, all the time I'm hitting it. I've seen it, like even today with 1111, I saw that it was coming up, and I didn't actually look at the time, but I just started doing my manifestation in my mind, because I thought like, oh, I think it's 1111 now. And then I looked back at the laptop and I saw that it was 1112. So I actually instinctively knew it was 1111 and did the manifestation anyway. So that's what I mean, how in tune it is with something when you're actually looking for it, seeking it, and you want to hear it, you want to see those numbers, because you want them to, you want to see the signs from them, you want to see the communication from them, you want the help from them. And that's what I was doing. Like when you're trying to manifest from your ego self, what's something that Aaron Dottie says, do not know if I say his name right, your ego manifests the floor of what your spiritual and guides can do for you. So what they can do for you, you can never dream of. You may not even, like, you can't even imagine it. But if you're open to what they can do for you, that's when it happens. If you're trying to manifest on your ego self, like you have ideas where you want to go and all that, but that's why it's so important to let go, because you may ask for something and you'll get it, you'll receive it, but not in the way that you envision it. But that's why I was coming to the beach again today, because of how much has changed. I know how much is coming, and how different I feel too, because I was feeling very down. I cannot tell you how down I felt, but this definitely coming to Canada, God, I cannot explain to you guys how freaking, oh, thank God I came here. Thank God. Like, I feel like I've actually become an actor. I've found the people that can support me in it, that can help me get there. And also in myself. God, I thought I knew myself. Holy shit, I did not. My sister was very right. She's like, Tani, you think you know who you are now, but when you move overseas, you really get to know who you are. You really grow. So true. So true. Like the things I've been put through here that I thought that I couldn't get past, like I have. So, and I think that's the strength that I'm seeing in my acting as well, is the strength and the knowingness I found in me. It's translating to that, because I'm just, it's weird. I'm trusting myself now, having faith that I feel like for the first time in life that I can actually do this. And that is an amazing feeling to say, because before when I was saying it, there was always that little doubt. I think you guys can hear that too. There's a little doubt in your mind when you're saying yeah, I can do this, but it's just in the back of your mind you're thinking actually I want to be able to do it. I think I can. I've hit that spot a couple of times, but when I can say it, when I actually do say it now, it's like I'm all in, I'm all there, everything, and I believe it. I believe that I can actually do it. I hope this is, you found this actually interesting, guys. But Canada is going amazing. I can say to you in the last, probably, honestly, it's been the last few months, it's been pretty tough. I will not lie, it's been really tough here. But it's definitely on the other side. It feels like literally everything is open up now, and I'm doing things that I've never thought I was going to do. There was something I argued about with my brother. It's a little tip I'll give you guys actually, because that's really been helpful. I really hope this angle is okay, because this is what the whole video is going to be. LinkedIn. get on it, guys, and message people your takes. Directors, producers, writers, whoever you can find. And if your agent lets you, casting directors, because my agent told me I'm not allowed to do that here. So she did not say I could not contact directors and producers and all that, so I'm doing that. So send them your stuff, send them your headshots. Nothing may come of it, something may come of it. But I've had a few things that have propped up that have let's say possibilities, but only on LinkedIn. What I would say is if you get a profile on there, only make it about acting. Only put your acting stuff on there. Only put your takes on there, your headshots, updates on what you're filming in, whatever it is. But it's a great way to professionally connect with people. Instagram's a little bit more personal. So if you're contacting people on there, like with me, if you see my Instagram, it's very personal and as well as acting, but it's got some more personal journey on there. But with LinkedIn, I only put in acting stuff, or there's one thing I put on with Tony Robbins because it was so true, but that's like a little inspirational message. But really keep it just to what it is and contact people on there. I feel like it's just in the more professional way, and they seem to be on those profiles, which is weird. I didn't expect it before. My brother told me to do it and I fought him on it. Literally had a fight with him about it, and today I apologized for that and I said thank you for telling me and fighting with me on this and actually making me do this. So there's other ways to get out there and contact people. So that was a little tip that I put out there. And also something else too, God guys, if you're not doing it yet, private coaching. I cannot explain to you how much I have improved with private coaching. And obviously you've got to find you a woman or man, whoever it is that gets you there. Mine is Jill Morrison. She's a freaking, she's amazing, that woman. I have everything to thank for her with this. Ooh, that is very loud. Water. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, I think it's getting louder. Okay, let's have a look at the water while I'm waiting for it to like, please. Look at the water. Okay, I think it's gotten quite enough for you to be able to hear me now. Yeah, private coaching. I found my person. Like obviously I do recommend going to classes because it's a good way to network. But with here, I know back in Australia it's a bit more expensive, but an hour with a private coach is like, I would equal it to like 3 lessons with a group of people, because it's literally just on you. You come prepared, you do your thing, and you open to whatever they say to you and just do it. That's what I found with Jill. Because I know in class as well, sometimes you get a bit nervous to try things out. And if you're one of those people that is a little bit like, you get nervous in crowds and having to go at it, you don't feel ready, do the private coaching, because you only got one person in there and you can grow so much. And then when you get into those classes, you get confident in yourself, and then you can actually do it in the class as well. It's not saying not to do the classes, because I've done, anyone who knows me, I've been in every freaking acting class you can possibly imagine. But even the bigger actors say it, like they get private coaching, that's what they do. What I would say is to be where you want to be. And so for instance, Margot Robbie's really cool, Sandra Bullock, I love those actresses, they're amazing. What do they do to actually get to where they are, and what habits do they have right now that are serving them in their field? And all the actors say, it's private coaching. So this is how I'm treating myself now. I'm treating myself like the working actor, like I'm working on set right now. It's something that Jill's really taught me, because she treats me like a working actor in there. And that's what I said to her, like, you don't treat me like a student, you treat me like I'm actually, I'm in the industry. And I said, I think that's been a key thing that's changed in here for me as well, in actually becoming the actor, is because this is the way you treat me, this is the way you work with me like a director. And that's what she said, like, how else would I treat you? Because I've noticed with other coaches I've had, they treat you like a student, so you forever feel like you are the student, rather than when actually you get onto the set, it's just like you feel like you're not like up there with the others, because you've still been trained and treated like a student. So it's definitely something I would get, guys, if you can afford it, or just work more so you can do it. Private coaching, I would highly recommend. It's changed my life here. And another thing I'm doing, which, you got to be brave to do it, I tell you, but it's improved so much. I've been doing my American accent at work, talking it in, with my customers, with the co-workers. I warn them as well. I say, dudes, I'm doing my American accent, so any words I stumble on, like, Heltani. And it's changed my accent too, because now that I'm speaking American accent in a workplace and actually communicating with people, it's helping me find my American voice. And it's helped me to know, and like, don't worry, you will stuff up words in front of people, and I'll just say the word again and pretend like, it didn't happen. Or the customer will talk to me about it. I'm like, yep, practicing for acting. And it starts a conversation. People love it as well. So especially the regular customers, they really enjoy it. But that's what I'd say is, like, if you're scared of failing before you're even trying, like, you're never going to get anywhere in life. And that's what was stopping me from doing it at work. Because I had the thought for a few weeks to do it. I was like, this would probably be smart, but I was too scared to do it. And that's what I thought. I'm like, at the end of the day, if I want to be in this industry, and if I'm just scared about talking the American accent in front of these people who aren't, like, half of them aren't even in the industry or anything, like, what am I doing? Like, this is another self-confident building. This is actually, I can actually go to work and work on my acting skills at work, like, and I'm getting paid. So why not do it? It makes work so much more bearable. It makes those hours fly so much faster because I'm concentrating so much on getting the accent right while actually talking to a person. But it's any opportunity you can take or do to get better at your field. Like, you got to be willing to put everything behind it. You got to be willing to do everything you can to get there. And that's something I've really learned here, because there are so many things that I said I wouldn't do. Number one thing I said I wouldn't do is, hello bug, I said that I wouldn't be a waitress. I'm a waitress. And another thing I said I wouldn't do is living with guys. And both of those things have been actually the best thing ever. Got to be willing to live in whatever you can to get where you want to go. If you have a strong enough reason, you will live on $100 a week or $50 a week. You'll take away those little nice things that you do for yourself just to, make yourself feel better, but you want to save money because you want to do acting coaching instead of going to drinking or partying or those nice foods they like to do or going out for dinner and all that. Like, you got to be willing to put everything behind it. There's no other way that I can say it, because I was talking about it with some people and I was really surprised. They're like, oh, but I need this and I need this, to, have that little comfort thing. And I just feel like saying, God, if you want to work in this industry, you got to be willing to live in a place that you may not love. You got to be willing to live with people that you may not like as well, but it may be cheap rent and it gets you to where you need to be. It gets you to the location, to where the work actually is. You have got to be willing to do everything. Who cares who you live with? Who cares where you live? Who cares if you have to do a job that you don't like? If it's everything you're doing is serving where you want to go, you got to be willing to lower your standards in that other regard to higher the standards where you want to go. There's just some things, like, I used to be like this as well. I've got to have like my little nice things, got to have my comfort space, got to make it home and all that. But if you're trying to make a place home and you're trying to live in a transit industry, the two things don't work. You've got to develop the mindset you need for that industry. You've got to already live like that. That's why I got my suitcases out all the time. That's why I'm looking at them like, yes, your home is a suitcase, your home is a suitcase. And I'm actually looking at culling back again my stuff. Like, I've already culled it back a lot, but that's what I was thinking. I'm like, I'm so sick and tired of actually carrying like 2 massive suitcases because I have to move again because my place is up. And that's what I was just like. I was like, okay, this doesn't serve me. It's becoming a hassle, and there's things here that I don't need. There's things here that I don't wear. So you know what? I'm going to get rid of it. So it's getting into that mindset, making yourself transient, making yourself like, I can jump and go like that, and you're willing to just try everything. Like, who cares if you look like an idiot? Who cares if you fail? Like, there is this word I'm trying to say at work at the moment. For some reason, actually I know exactly the reason. Earl Grey. I find that really hard to say in the American accent because you got the R and then you got the L, and those are the two things I struggle with. So yeah, that's like, I said in front of the customer, it was funny, it was these older ladies, and that's what I was saying, like, oh yeah, so you want Earl Grey? And I was like, wait, Earl Grey. And yeah, they're looking at me weirdly, and I was just like, I'm practicing my American accent right now, and that's a tough word for Tani at the moment. But yeah, that was definitely a big growing experience, actually having the balls to actually do that, because I was really, really scared. I've been told to do it before, and I was way too scared to do it. And now I'm just like, you know what? I'm in this mindset. I'll do everything, do anything to get where I'm bloody gonna go. I'm just like, that's what I mean. I didn't want to contact all these people, and that's what I was saying to Kane. I was like, I'm still trying to understand why I didn't want to do it while I was fighting this. And now I'm in the mindset of like, I don't care who gives me the freaking opportunity, who gives me the role. It doesn't even matter what it is. I said, I'll just do it anyway just to get into the industry. I'll live anywhere. I don't care where I have to live. Like, it doesn't matter, just as long as I'm doing what I love doing, because there's nothing more that I love, of course, family, but acting. I think I've really actually learned here how much I love acting. That has been a massive, massive gear shift for me, and actually getting to know, because I know I did this in one of my Dare to Dream series, is listening to your body. And I think that me taking care of like my health a lot better, because I didn't realize that I wasn't taking care of my body health as well as my mind health. And so really got into the zone and everything with that, and I'm feeling so much better than I have in years, to be quite honest. Realizing that I was dairy intolerant, that only took like 10 years. Anyway, I was raised on a dairy farm, that's why. I never thought I would actually get this. But yeah, and I think that's really helped me in my confidence in my acting too, because I feel a lot better. I feel stronger, and I feel like a sense of groundedness. So taking care of yourself, your mind, your body, all of that, it's definitely played a big key. Sorry, there's a dude behind me now, so I'm gonna have to sign off. But anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.
Best thing in the world, coconut ice cream. So, just got back from the beach. So exciting. So I was literally just about to leave, and I had my coconut chocolate ice cream. It was so nice. My agent just messaged me with an audition. So how cool is that? So I've had to rush back home and now quickly prep for that. But yeah, very exciting. It's funny when you go through these days, you're just like, because I actually literally, I talked about that manifest in the shower. I literally said that yesterday in the shower. I'm like, be nice to have an audition, feeling like, want to audition all that, and I completely forgot that I did it the next day. Yeah, so guys, telling you, manifest in the shower. See you guys next time.